This guy has been in the Runescape community up until very recently. He's working with content creators. I haven't pulled anything up on the screen yet because I want to give you guys a quick rundown, TLDR on some things you need to know before going into this video, me talking about this and exposing him. We know about him. We have seen him before. Runescape Chronicles has made a video on him. This is the thumbnail they used. The I Have Cancer, talking about someone called Trillian, okay? He has scammed numerous content creators in the past, but he is back. Why am I talking about this today? Is because he hasn't just left. Like he said he would, he's come back and now he's trying to move into the Rust community. And I want to spread awareness and make sure that people know who he is, what he's doing, why he's doing it. And if we see him, we just shut his shit down instantly. So, I don't script my videos. I don't write scripts. I don't necessarily like plan a lot about what I want to talk about. So I'm gonna, okay, no, we're not doing donut clip. All right, shut up. No, we're turning that off because I'm trying to do a video here. It's serious stuff. I don't script my videos. I don't write things down, so I don't know how else to present this. I want to do it live. If this takes a bit of time to get through, I do apologize, but I want to make sure that we get a clear image of what's happening here today. This guy called Trillian, okay? He makes RuneScape thumbnails. He was making RuneScape thumbnails, and he's been involved in various projects with big content creators, much bigger than myself, of course. And I've contacted content creators that have been involved with scams by him to get information. That way we have a lot of evidence here, so you know I'm not talking shit when I call this guy out. Things that we know about Trillian so far, and that some people actually might not know, is that he no longer goes by the name of Trillian, but he now goes by the name of Sacred. This is his new Discord. And the reason I know this is because I once knew him as Trillian. He reached out to me, and he did one thumbnail for me once that I never ended up using. I paid him for it, and we went our separate ways. And then, I would say about a year later, he came to my stream, and told me that he was in remission. You know, he's just beaten, or he's just in the middle of fighting cancer, or whatever remission means, I don't actually know, but it's something about cancer. So, he then reached out to me privately and said he's starting up his business again under the name Sacred, looking to get some work done. This is his current Discord. He's now doing Rust content for creators. And I was like, okay, no worries. Remission means the cancer came back. Okay, well then he said he's in remission. Whatever that means. There you go. Well, that. So, what happened then was he told me why he's no longer Trillian and he's Sacred. The reason he is no longer Trillian is because he was being called a scammer and his reputation was being tarnished. Apparently, he was doing work for a gold selling website, and the gold seller was saying the gold seller had already paid him. He takes money, then does the work, which is not normal, and I recommend you don't do that if you're a creator. So the gold seller paid him about $1,000 apparently, and he was doing some artwork and animations, and he took too long, and the gold seller wanted a refund because it was taking months. He chose not to refund him because he'd already done like 90% of the work. So the gold seller called him a scammer. Even if that story was true, I mean, it's a gold seller, but at the same time, he's already done the work. Maybe just finish it. I don't know. Give him partially a refund, give him the work still. I don't know how you'd sort that out. That story's not even true. I don't believe it's even true. What else we know about Sacred is that Only Trails did put out a tweet a while ago. Only Trails is, for those who don't know, he's a content creator and streamer. Who put out a tweet here on June 12th. June 12th, a couple of months ago, I got scammed by an editor and artist we know as Trillian. PayPal support has been amazing and I just got my money back. A good handful of creators in the community have been scammed by him. He had a tendency of making up pity stories to delay jobs. When I saw this tweet, I pretty much cut ties with him immediately. This is the guy that was doing my Hardcore Ironman thumbnails recently. Which is why this thumbnail suddenly changed. I started doing it myself. As soon as I saw this, I pretty much wrapped up ties and chose to no longer use this guy's service. Rendy has had issues with him as well. Rendy had been scammed. He owes him about $100 worth of thumbnails. These are messages between him when he was still Trillian. So this tweet came out when he was now Sacred. But now that he's under Trillian, you know, he's saying to Rendy, it's done, but my Wi-Fi adapter in my... Pay attention to how many times he makes up excuses, okay? This is amazing. It's done. My Wi-Fi adapter in my PC is stuffed out. On my way to the shop now to buy an Ethernet cable. My luck, honestly. Moving on. Apologies for delays. Wife had some complications with blood pressure due to her pregnancy. We were there overnight. There's no dates, unfortunately. I don't know how close together these were. Sorry, I just woke up. Can I have this to you in about 3 hours? I'm almost done, but I'm currently in hospital for my wife. I just woke up. Currently in hospital, 8:11 p.m. That's possible. You could have slept at the hospital, but yeah. What else have we got here? Only just saw this. It's Tuesday, this is July 12th. Only just saw this. What's up? Been sick, really. Been really sick. Sorry. Okay, there's more screenshots through here that Randy has shared of his experiences of him just making up excuses. Randy's, you know, we'll have that second one done soon. Apologies for delays. I've been really sick as of late. It's just constant delays, okay? Maybe he does have cancer. Who knows? I'm going to have Skull do this one. I got into contact with him. I have the video due tomorrow with the ads running, so I know you're having issues with the PC. We'll just work on the next two instead for the 30th and 19th. This is frustrating for a content creator because if you have sponsorships that you've got to meet deadlines for and then the artist just isn't delivering the product, it's frustrating to deal with, right? It's very unreliable. That's fine, I'm sorry bro, thought the part would come today, but it didn't. Lock me in for the 30th and the 19th. I don't even know what part he's talking about, to be honest. I'll have this one done late hours of the 18th. A part on my PC just blew up and don't get the part for another day. Like, constant excuses, okay? Just so we know what sort of person we're dealing with, because we know this. This is all information we know currently, remember. We've seen this publicly. RuneScape Chronicles has already talked about this. It's what I'm going to show you after we look at this that's going to really just make you... This is nothing compared to the shit that I've gone digging through and investigating on this guy. This is just standard. Okay, he's an asshole. You can tell Trillion's just an asshole who's just delaying projects. It's not that he's not necessarily delivering the work. He's just unreliable as fuck, right? Can't wait to see his business. It's insane, all right? You know, just saw this. What's up? Been really sick. Sorry. Just like, why are you taking on work if you're this sick? I'm on parental leave now officially, so I need all the work I can get. Haha. Here's my opinion before we go in. I think that he takes on as much work as he can. Only Charles reckons he's got a gambling addiction. That's possible. I reckon he just takes on as much work as he can and gets paid first and then just can't be fucked. I think he's just incredibly lazy. He's not professional at all. He definitely could have a gambling problem, you know? I can do it for 30 as well, but did you want to prepay all three? He always wants to be prepaid. He always tries to do it cheap and say, yeah, you know, I'll do it cheap. He's done all this shit with me. You know, time in Auckland is 1:52 a.m. You know, it's just like... You can go through this tweet on Only Trials and you can just see all the shit that he's done. This is just with Randy. You know, Uber is another content creator, a designer, graphic designer in the content creator space that makes work, and I think he does a lot of work with Jagex as well. A lot of animations, a lot of thumbnails. I worked with Trillion in the past on a video. I assumed the workload had been split appropriately 50-50. Once the project was done, it turned out that I did about 90% of the work and ended up being paid less than half anyways. This is a true story. I managed to get in contact with the content creators and people involved in this project and people that knew what was going on with this project. Absolutely true. This guy was scammed, out of the work, out of the money, and Trillion just dipped. Okay, this is all before he became sacred. Okay, seems pretty chill to me. Yeah, no, he's a chill guy because he just sits back all day, relaxes. Just, you know, money just rolls in. I think artists should have some time of payment before completing work, but I think that in the RuneScape space especially, I think it's best to get the artwork first and then pay, because I think that content creators have a lot more to lose than artists do. This might sound childish or ignorant, but I think if you are a content creator that scams an artist and it gets out, artists are not going to work with you again, right? But if you're an artist that scams a content creator and the work gets out, there's many more artist content creators will go to. 50% upfront to the artist. Artists could also watermark their work until they get paid. They could finish it but watermark it. That way you can't really use it. It's really difficult to get rid of watermarks. It's more effort than it's worth. So yeah, I think watermark your work until you get paid. But I reckon the artwork first is not a bad shout. It's just like, this is the second content creator. This is the second artist, designer in the RuneScape space that has done slimy rat shit to me personally. This is not the first guy to do this shit, just in my personal experience. So I'm put off by graphic designers and I don't want to work with them. I just want to do my own work because it's so much fucking easier. That's my opinion of it all now because of this. So I don't have any interest in working with them at the moment, unfortunately. Even though they do great work, I'm 2 for 3 currently. Squirrels is the only decent graphic designer I've worked with. So it just fucking sucks, to be honest. But you can see this guy is an asshole. This is just a rundown for those who don't know what's going on. The tweet is there for Only Trails if you want to go check it out. I'll put the link here so you can go read it later if you want to. It's in the chat. And I'll try to put it in the description if I remember when I re-upload this. So Sacred. What else we know about Sacred? This is all of his information, okay? This is when he was Trillion, okay? This is his email address that he links to his PayPal and his Discord, so we know who he is. You know, that's his Xbox gamer tag, his Discord. This is his Twitter that is now closed down. His Xbox and whatever this is, his PayPal, you know? All there. Not verified in US, of course, that's normal. Okay, this is all the information we know on this guy that has been made somewhat public or that people have been able to find on him, okay? He's a New Zealander. He's from New Zealand. Let me give you some evidence. So good, man. So let me give you my history with him. He reached out, which we explained earlier. He did a lot of work with me, and it was very constant. Let me see what I've got here. You know, I've spoken to him in voice chat. He's a New Zealander. I know a New Zealander. I can smell a rat from New Zealand. Okay, as an Australian from a mile away. I know what a New Zealander sounds like, okay? He's definitely a fucking New Zealander, and I'm making that. I want you guys to really understand that before I go forward with this. He would join voice chat, and I have witnesses. He would flex about having a, I like the name, Sacred Hams, thank you. He would flex having a 7-figure multimedia company, okay, that does like sponsorships and helps brand content creators, and he wanted me to sign up for it. I was like, yeah, sure. What? I'm not signing up for a fucking for shit, okay? But he would constantly say he's got 7 figures in a company. He works as a graphic designer full time, and he's New Zealander. He's living the life there. He's got a kid on the way. He's had cancer. He's in remission. Okay, so he would tell me that he has website bills. If you want to make an investment, I'll do 8 thumbnails for $36 US, which is dirt cheap. Website bill is about to come out. I did not take that deal. Okay. This is around June. This is where I was only doing 3 thumbnails at a time because I couldn't edit that quickly. He was desperate for work. This would tell me he's desperate for work when he does things like this, you know? He's quitting for a year. Oh, no, wait. We'll go for that one last. That's for later. What else we got? Order more. This is where he's asked me. He asked if I'm alive. I said, present. When do you want to order those 2 thumbnails? I've got an Afterpay bill coming out that I forgot about. Always, you know, I need money. Can you order something? There's a reason why I need money. Constantly asking and constantly backing up a need to get you to pay him. I still have 2 more that he hasn't even fucking finished yet. He said, correct? I said, yeah, that's what I meant by order. So I think I said previously, oh, those 2 thumbnails I've ordered, he assumed I wanted to order 2 more. No, I want the 2 thumbnails I already motherfucking paid for, right? Dodgy shit. What do we got here? An emergency. You reckon you can have that thumbnail done by tonight? I'll have another draft ready by the end of the weekend, hopefully before I send a 24-hour stream. Sorry, I had an emergency last night. No stress. Normally more reliable than this. Kid has just been hella rough shape. And I'm like, yeah, okay, his kid's in rough shape. I'm not trying to discredit him. I give him the time. Benefit of the doubt. I think that's totally fine to do. I'm not, at this point in my relationship with him, I'm not doubting him. No worries. You take your time, sort your kid out, get thumbnails to me when you can, because I'm not in a rush anyway. That's totally fine. And what's this here? Just wondering. Oh yeah, no, save that. That's a juicy one. And then I think we've got then the Only Trails tweet came out, which is where I then, you know, this is just as the Only Trails tweet drama was coming out, and I just said, any chance you can have that thumbnail done today? And he said, I'll have it done tomorrow, Arvo. I said, sweet. Sorry, won't go into further detail because it's quite personal. I'll have it done by 3 p.m. No worries. You got to do what you got to do. I won't bug you with work after this, so I won't get in your way. He said, that's cool. I appreciate all the work you give me. Just another downward spiral in health. Had to have a chat with my partner. I quit my job. I'm taking a year off, unpaid, to suss it all out. So he's taking a year off of work, whatever he does for work, unpaid for a year to suss out health problems. So the 7-figure business that he owns, is that where is that what he means by work, that he's taking a year off? I don't know. I can't draw I can't connect the dots here. But I then have, let me get one more, and then the only I think the only tweet came out about a week after this, or 2 weeks after this, and I said, been off the PC the last week except for the stream. I want to grab this thumbnail off you. Then I think what I want to do for the future. That's all I want to do for the future. And I just fed him, you've done good by me, but with the drama involving you and you wanting to take some space, it's probably best to get yourself in the right place with everything before taking on more work, because you do delay work quite consistently. So just maybe take some time. I'm not bullshitting. I'm just, that's how I see it. You're delaying work. Take some time. Get your shit together. I've got no money right now to order anything. Doing tax returns, lawyer fees coming up. So I'm just doing other videos in the meantime. Probably going to do my own thumbnails. I hope that's understandable. No hard feelings. I left it there. Okay, he said you're good. I'm leaving the whole scene after I get yours and Sam's shite done. I need to focus on my kid more because she's constantly in shit health and it affects my client work too much. Okay? Alright? Remember that. Who's Sam? Hey? Yours and Sam's shite. You guys are probably wondering, who's Sam? What do you mean getting Sam's stuff done? I got you. Alright? Sam, Samantha. Saint Samantha on Twitch. You might know her as one of the 2 shorts makers that I have here. She's done a couple of videos on my channel too. Samantha should be somewhere in the chat, maybe. She wanted some work done. Okay, this is what people don't know about Sacred and Trillion. This is where it's gonna get spicy, right? This is good. All right, so the reason I'm pissed is because I got her and Sacred together. Okay, I was like, yep, she wanted work done. Sacred was doing right by me back before all this happened. I was like, here's a guy, hit him up. He'll do the work for you. Okay, she wanted some work done. That's great. He gave her $100 and he said he'd do some work. Where do we start? I think we start. I can't see this. I don't want to pull it up too early and ruin the momentum here. Okay, so what happened was, she paid him $100, and this is the first example of work that he gives her. Okay, looks good, looks great. Sneakage, peekage. Does anyone here knows how Photoshop works? You might notice something over here on the right. Okay, Samantha saw it and asked if he's going to crop that out when he sends screenshots, because that's just a layer on a layer. That's the background, an image, and then a layer. He's not even drawing the work. Okay? She calls him out and he goes, it's a reference made using AI, 2 pictures using AI, then Photoshop together. I'm very good at illustrating anything else other than body shapes. Basically, he's a designer that says he can draw, but all he's doing is he's getting AI images and then essentially removing the color. So it's just black and white. And then he's going to do whatever he can with it to make it look like his own drawing. He's not even fucking drawing the images. So this is the sort of work that she's dealing with, right? And admittedly, there's been work that people have complained about his work. It's getting lazier and lazier. That's the work that we're dealing with here from Sacred, okay? Other people have had problems. Before we continue the Samantha stuff, we've got a client here that he's worked with that is blocked, I'm not sure at this stage here. People have asked to have their names removed, so their names have been removed for anonymity, to be anonymous. Remain anonymous, because I think I don't want people getting involved if they don't want to be, but I just want to use examples where they will let me, so I've had permission from people to share this stuff. I'm not sure at this stage. A fair while, it's really intricate. I'm in no rush. I don't even have footage yet for it. Take your time. Just keep me updated when you can. I have a video idea I'm excited about coming up soon. Oh yeah, can I get an update? Nothing. This guy is paid for work and is now blocked. That's it, okay? Absolutely nothing. We've got a comment here from, some of you may know, Rakeen, Dune Lord, okay? My experience with him is pretty much hit me up, asked to do thumbnails for me, and actually made some pretty good ones for a decent price. Eventually, thumbnails he provided me started to take longer to make, and with my lower quality, way lower quality than normal, which I agree. He definitely, the quality was dipping the more I worked with him. One of the weird things about it is how much he made us pay up front for thumbnails, which isn't standard for commissions, but since he already made a couple for me, I never thought about it. But one time he just kept saying things like his wife is in hospital and having a baby and stuff like that. It just ghosted me after taking $30 or $40. Another creator that we know and love, scammed by Sacred. This is a statement from someone who's worked with him. I can tell you his strategy that he uses because I noticed some patterns. He looks at a few top creators and then makes a free banner, thumbnail, or design for them. He will post it and say, I made this sweet design for this person, and then tag them in it. The creator will be completely unaware. It's a nobody making something. You don't see it when you're that big on Twitter. And tag them in it. The creator will be completely unaware. He will then go around DMing people for commissions, and whatever account he has a really good profile because you open it up and there's designs from top creators. Often creators will reply going, well, that's cool, driving more traffic. And he just pile drives traction from people to be able to get what he wants from them, okay? Because he's moving into the Rust community, I've also reached out to the legend Ginger Beardy. You guys may know him, the guy that passed out when getting his Inferno Cape. He's big in the Rust community, and he has put out a message within the Rust content creator space to make sure people are aware not to fuck with Sacred, okay? If, however, you know of someone who's dealing with someone who has these sort of tendencies that you think might be Sacred, or you know a Rust creator in general, share this message around still, because he's moving into the Rust space apparently, and I don't have any traction there, but I don't want to see people getting scammed by this rat, because he's a fucking liar, alright? He steals work, it's evident. And here's a statement I've received from someone too, of what they think, or what they have to say about Trillian. And they say, Trillian always took on too much work at once, which I agree. Probably because he never had the intentions, I don't know if I can zoom in on this. He never had the intentions to really finishing off half of the jobs he took on. I'll just read it out, I'm sure you can trust me. If you asked him why the work wasn't ready/done, or if you just wanted to see a sample, he would give you various reasons and excuses, just as example, but not limited to, fleeing the war in Ukraine. All evidence point to him never being involved in Ukraine at all. Having been diagnosed with cancer, having been diagnosed with epilepsy, in hospital for various reasons, having a newborn child, his PayPal not working, PayPal on his phone, not at home, falling asleep for multiple days, having to render for multiple days for a sample, having to delete his Twitter, Discord not working even though he's messaging you on Discord. These are common tendencies. If you see these from an artist, assume it's this cunt here, okay? New name, doesn't matter. What? I know. We're gonna get into that now, right? Okay, he ran out of tiles. That's it, dude. So, what does this mean? I'm mad because he scammed Samantha out of $100 and I gave him the benefit of the doubt, okay? I've messaged him. Is it this one here? Yep, June 29th. Just wondering if you're going to give Samantha her work. She said she'll be waiting. She's still waiting on that work for you. Yeah, of course. Was meant to today, but I've been moving and shit. Calling her tomorrow. July 6th, a week later. Just wondering how things are going. Samantha says she's not received the work yet. Just want to make sure she'll still get it. She's looking to refund the order otherwise. Over a month, nearly 2 months later. You didn't pay Samantha back, apparently. Any chance you can sort that out, please? 2 days ago, can you please give Samantha $101.82 New Zealand cents? Thank you, okay? Oh, that's his PayPal. Where's the, I think I've got the actual transaction here too. Right there you go. That's what Samantha paid to that email, which is now changed as well. Still nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is his conversation with Samantha. Just checking in. It's been a while. Hey Sam, sorry, been a hell of a past few days. It's literally all I've done, but literally all I've done is move house. Still in the process technically. I need to call you to get a few opinions on it, as there is some stuff you might want changed, but really it's all done, color and all. They never got on a call. You know, they never got on a call. Did $10 really cost that much? It varies, but I don't think it's worth it. Can you schedule that for a time that works with you tomorrow evening? I'm getting a moving truck between 9 AM and 4 PM tomorrow. They never had a call. It never happened. These changes, by the way, are to do with her right arm. I've come up with a couple of shoulder armor options and other armor colors. Sounds like he's actually doing the work. Sure thing, I've got a little bit of time between work and stream tomorrow afternoon. Apologies for shitty communication. Been a hectic week. Just wondering if we're still on. This was a week later. She asked him if we're still on. Got nothing. Hey Sam, I'm really sorry, but I'm thinking I'll just refund you at this point. My kid's health is in the dumpster once again, and I don't have time. Okay, if you feel like that's the best move, I'll respect it. No hard feelings. I think that's a totally reasonable response. Okay. Totally fine. This is just sake of just being a lying asshole. Okay? I'll pop in a refund request. No problem. As an apology, I'll also send the finished product when I do have time, free of charge. Oh, what a nice guy. Free of charge. He'll send the product and the refund. How nice is that? Your little one, hope your little one's doing better. I appreciate it. If you never get around to it, feel free to just flick anything over. I've actually been getting right back into all of it. She has a thing called hand, foot, and mouth. I don't know if that's different for New Zealanders, but here in Australia and most other countries, we have those too, which I wasn't even aware of until she got it. Yep. The shit you learn as a parent. Yeah, when kids are born, they have hands, feet, and mouths. And on top of that, yeeted herself off the couch the other day onto the wooden floor. I would do that too if you were my dad, let's be real. And gained a concussion. Gained it like it's experience. She's completely fine, but just a really miserable girl. She's getting sickness after sickness since starting kindy, and ugh. I'm pretty sure this child is not even a year old. If my timeline adds up correctly. My son's in kindy and he's 4. Kindy might be something different in New Zealand, but yeah. Stressful times. Yeah, I know. That's a cradle cap. Yeah, that and cradle cap is fairly common. She'll get past it, don't worry. I apologize for everything. Guess all I can say is it isn't regular affection. Who gives a fuck about your kid, right? Come on, let's go. It's okay. I hope you didn't get disheartened over it. All the negative shit, yeah, whatever. That's it, really. Him just giving more bullshit and then Sam being nice about it, okay? Woe is me. Okay, this is his PayPal in the negatives with a 7-figure company, remember, that he said he had a 7-figure multimedia company that was able to provide sponsorships and advertisement opportunities for content creators. My PayPal is literally in the negatives yesterday. I assumed it was refunded. No, they sent me an email about it. Unless you did it. I haven't checked the balance. How have you been, by the way? Can you send the refund request again? Unsure what happened here. Slowly getting better yourself. My kid gets sick. I still go to work. Yep, this guy, I don't know where this guy works. From home, apparently. I got 2 weeks off work. Been chilling. I'll take a look when I get home. No problem. My PayPal just went into negatives. So I assume it had refunded and was all going to pay myself tonight. So considering that you pay him for work, it doesn't go into his business straight away. Let's assume he has a business. And his business also can't seem to just send her fucking money either. So it has to all go through him and his negative PayPal balance. His sports bet's not paying him out because, I guess, gambling. But if PayPal can come back and have come back and said that it's not the case, then there's no problems at all. We'll just need to send you... Sorry, I'll just need you to send me an invoice for 100. So it's like he's relying on PayPal's support and refund system to get the money back to her, which is a load of shit. That means you have to provide PayPal evidence. Why would you need to send an invoice? Just refund the fucking charge. When they get mad if you request it and there's nothing in there, probably, yes. Don't want getting your account locked down or anything? Of course not, because he's got your money. I assume that's what happened. It's a business PayPal, so it's a bit fucky on how it all works. If you send me an actual invoice through PayPal for the 100, I can refund it straight away. This happened on the 18th of July, bear in mind. Just need to the invoice for the accountant to be happy is all. So he's got an accountant, he's got the 7-figure business, but he's in the negatives. His PayPal, he can't refund her $100. The accountant can't just fucking send $100. Thing is, he seems to push to work randomly out of nowhere to make a quick buck, which doesn't match with a dude overwhelmed and behind on work. That's the thing. I reckon just one fucking project is too much work for this guy, to be honest. 7-figure business, what kind of joke is that? Well, let's find out. This is him just being a cunt. Right here. I don't know if you got the refund request, but nothing came back to me. Shit, sorry. I just saw this for whatever reason. Whatever reason, you're ignoring her. You haven't got the money. You're an asshole. For whatever reason, I don't have an invoice yet, which on PayPal, they're instant. I'll just send you the money right out. Sorry, send you the money out right. It's not an issue. Sorry, send the money outright. I apologize. I'll send the money outright. It's not an issue. Do you mind if it's on payday being Monday? Just absolutely strapped for cash right now. What? You pay her with the business. Pay her with the business. Just following up as I've seen nothing. This is 8 days later. Following up, I've seen nothing. Shit, sorry, I'll send through in like 20 minutes. Just getting the kid to sleep. At 5 p.m. Look, you parent the way you want to parent, dude. Just following up on this 2 days later. Over a week later, hello. And then September 10th, Samantha, just assuming this is over, we've unfortunately really wanted to give you a chance to prove everyone wrong. Take care and good luck with Arcane Designs and everything. Hope the Rust content works out. And when she sent this and told me about it 2 days ago, I thought, fuck it. I need to expose this motherfucker and talk about what he's done because this is not good, okay? Here's him flexing some artwork that he's done. I don't believe he's done all this artwork here, which we'll go through in a minute. And also flexing some sort of skull FX he's done. Let me show you now the story that he's crafted for himself online. Where do we begin? I think there's one link I'm missing here. Let's start with what he told me first in person, okay? This is what, well, in our DMs. He told me about his 7-figure company, and this is the link that leads to his media company. If I can find it. Yep, this is the link to his media company that is meant to help get content creators off the ground and get them sponsorships that he was waiting on the... this is where the website build, the internet build that he had for me, that he needed $36 for, it's unavailable. miraclemedia.store. Doesn't exist. But he also sent me this. This is the best part. This is his website, ladies and gentlemen. The marketing agency, Opulent Media. Well, this is what he tells everyone is his website. So, why choose us? Who cares, okay? This is what I need you to know about this website, okay? Projects completed. 100%. Nice little animation there. 100 trusted clients. Awards and recognition professional team. This is what he sells people. This is what he will tell people. This is my website from John Doe. How many times have we seen a John Doe in the chat? Written in some non-English speaking language. John Doe, the designer, as their client, as well as Jennifer Doe and Claudia Lane for their clients. Okay, great clients. They must be really happy with the exact same fucking message. What about what the awesome team? Oh look, Jonathan Doe was such a good client, they hired him as their designer. And Jennifer Doe, she's Christina Doe, this SEO analysis. Alexander Doe, web developer. This is all stock shit, okay? You just throw up a fucking website design and that's what you got. Interracial couple, love it. Yeah, that's it. Absolutely. So, what do you want me to do? What happens when you click the Twitter link? It just takes you back to the website. So it's obviously just a lazy website that's obviously not put together at all, but it will just tell people this is it, this is my business. How? How is this your business? Startup, okay, they wear a lot of hats here. They do, absolutely. Okay, no contact information. This is all changed. So apparently they're in Florida, you know. This is the shit that he feeds people. All right, here's his actual stuff, okay? This is one of his Behance, which I guess is like a graphic designer sort of page. I don't really know what this website's all about, but this is some work that he's apparently done in the early days as Vector Demon, a freelance graphic designer specializing in a variety of techniques including branding, illustration, social media advertisements, and more. Wellington, New Zealand, okay? Important to remember that. Project views nearly 1,000, good stuff, you know, it's doing good. He's been a member since 2016. He also has another one here. This is Runescape stuff. He's done this image here, the deserted one. I don't think he's done any of these. I'm pretty sure I saw a different creator, a different artist on Twitter do this image. I'm 90% sure this wasn't Josh Trillion, also known as Trillion or Sacred. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's not fucking him. That is someone else. I'm sure of it. But Josh Trillion, Auckland, New Zealand, no, this is all him. This is his stuff, okay? This is his profile that he likes to share with people. Published May 26, 2022. There is another member thing somewhere on here. Maybe it was a different... Might have been a different website. But this leads back to his... Let me move these over here for now so I don't lose them. This leads back to his YouTube channel. which is apparently felony, which is Josh Felon Trillion is his name on, what's it called? Fucking PayPal, right? Inspiration's been Lesbian Ninja and whoever the hell that guy is. What does he do here? Nothing. 21-year-old guy from New Zealand, living the dream. Hasn't uploaded a video ever. 2015, 21-year-old guy in New Zealand. Remember that, okay? Remember that, it's very important. What have we got here? His Twitter account. He's a Fortnite-based YouTuber. PSN, call me Felony. All links, I don't even know if this is really him. If he's just making up fake accounts on fake accounts, okay? Because you've got, do you remember that skull artwork that he showed Samantha was him? You remember that? This is the YouTube channel it comes from. Flat Artists. That's the video there, right there. He said he did that work 9 years ago, right? This is their Facebook page. It's in fucking German. It's a German Facebook page. So, what do you want? You know? Fucking message from my mum there, asking what sort of pie I want in the morning. Steak and pepper pie for lunch tomorrow, boys. So, what does that mean? Alright? His new email is Arcane Designs. This is the only arcane design company we can find online. His name is Israel. I'm a founder of Arcane Design. This is not him. This is just someone else's shit. Unless he started selling knives. This is the only thing Arcane Design leads to. So currently, anything that's not this site that's related to Arcane Designs is sacred. This is not him. Okay? But this is the best part. This is the best part. You guys remember how he's from New Zealand? 21-year-old New Zealand, 2015. He's a New Zealander, right? Check it out. He posted this in the artist Discord. Let me find the picture. Alright, this is him in the artist Discord. Now, I want you to remember very closely. This is a very important date here. Alright. The date, the 20th of February. No, not that one. '24th of February in 2022. Okay? The 24th of February in 2022 is the date that Russia invaded the Ukraine. And a month later, hey people, I'm Trillion, currently a Ukrainian refugee residing in New Zealand. I'm a 3D artist specializing in thumbnails. If anyone needs work, let me know. Much love. He sees a world disaster. I'll zoom in so you guys can see that. He sees a controversial disaster happening around the controversial. A war, okay. I don't know why I said controversial. It's not a controversy. You see a war happening, people suffering. You know what? That's me now. I'm that guy. People will give you money. People will get you to work. Yeah, I'm going to use him because I'm helping a Ukrainian refugee residing in New Zealand. I don't even know if he's got cancer. I don't know. Does he have it? I hope he does. I do. This guy is scum. This guy is lying. Do you need any more evidence for me to prove to you that he is full of shit? Is there anything else that needs to be said? I think it is important that viewers and creators alike that see this, keep an eye out and talk to, and if you know someone in Rust, don't go out reaching people into Rust. If you know someone in Rust or if you watch a Rust streamer, content creator actively, just mention, if not this video of course, mention the situation. Link them to just this part of the video at least. And just say, check this out, be careful of this guy. Because if someone gets scammed, it's just going to be another fucking spiral. He's going to keep using his kid who is in kindergarten 3 months out of the fucking womb. He's going to tell people he's got cancer from Ukraine. He just doesn't fucking stop. And he said he was gone and he's back again, which is why I'm making this now. He'll make a new account. He'll make a new account, but it doesn't look like he has any opportunity. He doesn't look like he has the patience or the talent to do work without being a liar and a scammer. These are very common tendencies here. Very common. If you see this sort of behavior from someone, don't pay for artwork until you receive it. Okay? Do not pay for it. Have them watermark it, whatever. But tell them what you want, have them make it, don't pay for it first. As a content creator, I believe you have more to lose than an artist does. So if the artist doesn't want to work with you because you haven't paid first, then don't work with them. Work with someone else. There's that many creators and artists out there that will happily work with each other. Might be worth trying to chat to Waylon. He's a large content creator often on Rust. I don't know who that is, but if there's any way to reach him, for sure. Ginger Beardy's put it out in the Discord, which is good. Hopefully it's able to go into the Rust community and people are able to know about it. You pay for the delivery of source files. Have the work done, see the work, then pay for it. That's the best way to do it. But honestly, these are very, very important things to look out for. These are his common behaviors. He will lie. If you are contacted by someone who's a designer, my recommendation is to find other designers and talk to them and ask if they know about him. If he just contacts you out of nowhere and you've never seen his work or you don't know much about him, or he's just kind of like come up out of nowhere, ask other designers. There's nothing wrong with, as a creator, there's nothing wrong with knowing designers and getting involved with them, even joining a designer Discord if it's public, and just asking what they think of this work. Compare it, because there's a lot of credible designers, especially in the Runescape community. There's credible designers that can either do the work for you or refer you to someone who can do good work too if they're too busy. I think the Skald and Uber are two very good designers that you can definitely go to. They've helped me out a lot with just finding out what's going on. I think just talk to someone that seems to know what they're doing. I watch Waylon actively. I just don't know much about the Rust credit. Yeah, I don't know much about it either. It fucks other designers and freelancers. Of course, I've had, like I said, I've had two designers now that have just been nothing but rats. This guy is worse than the other person. Okay, this guy's not only that, like he's scammed a friend of mine that I referred him to. So now I'm the asshole for referring a dodgy designer too, right? So that just makes it even worse for me. Samantha and I are good. She gets it, thankfully, but I feel like shit for it. I feel really bad for it because I was giving him the benefit of the doubt and I was trying to give her support and give them both work and content. And he's just ignored her. So she's out $100. I'll subscribe to her on Twitch for you. Yeah, go do that. Absolutely. I'll get a Twitch link for you if you want. But yeah, honestly, it's just, this is her link there if you want to go and even just drop a follow and support her. It's just not good, man. It's just not fucking on. So I just wanted to make sure that we can get this message out. Look for Sacred, Trillion, anyone by the name of Josh Trillion, Josh Felon, Trillion, Felony, anything like that. Just don't just walk away. Falco AJ is a great artist if you end up looking for one again. Falco AJ, I don't want to misspeak here, but apparently was someone that, didn't he scam Chaos? Someone said that like an hour ago. You want a graphic designer, you are using AI, you're an AI using ripoff. This guy's using AI to design a lot of stuff. It's just about tracking him down, PM me with all the intel you've gathered. I don't care about tracking him down. I just don't want to see people. I just want people to be able to identify the tendencies here, notice what he's done in the past, be aware of not just this guy and his behavior, but people that do this sort of shit too. And just be cautious, man. Because he said he was going, he said he was leaving the space, and now he's back doing Rust content. He's leaving the RuneScape space because everyone knows he's a rat. Hashi sent me a message for work when I was trying to branch out. Who sent you a message for work? Well, Sacred did. Needs to be arrested for scamming? Well, I'm not trying to lead a crusade into that field. Trillion sent out a message to Fergo. Hey guys, you may know me from such work as Art of KINGCONDOR and Saint Samantha. Anyways, I'm a 9/11 survivor looking to branch out into OSRS art community. If you need anything done, hit me up. It would not surprise me if he legitimately did that. 100%. Guys, make sure you put milk and cookies under the tree for George Bush this year. Jesus. King, someone like this might just scrap and rebuild their fake persona if they realize they're becoming recognizable. Well, he already scrapped Trillion and became Sacred, and he did the same thing. So, the best way to avoid this happening is to not pay someone until you get your artwork. It's that simple, guys. Look out for him. If you have any more information, or if you see this coming up again, let me know. I'll happily spread more awareness where I can. But that's the moral of the story. This guy was sacred. Sorry, was Trillion, now sacred, now moving into Rust. Scammer. I don't know if you need any more evidence from me, because I think that's pretty solid. If you see someone, especially in the Rust community, even looking at a designer, tell them to stay the fuck away from this guy. Absolutely. Trillion is a survivor of 9/11, Ebola, Zika, and COVID. What a hero he is. A survivor of the Ukraine too. Do you send you free work to get your attention? No. No, but he offered to do free work for me. Maybe do 2 more orders and then I will, you know, do all thumbnails will be for free then on out. He tried to sell me that shit once. Yeah, he was like, if you do 3 more thumbnails and then do another 3 thumbnails for like $45, then every thumbnail will be free after that if you help me with my business. I was like, yeah, whatever. I was ready to pull the plug. I was just waiting to get my thumbnail out, telling him whatever he wanted to hear. Global warming refugees from the North Pole currently living in New Zealand. That's probably what his next excuse will be. Trillion's dad works for Microsoft and will get you banned off Xbox Live. That's fine, because I have the Game Pass, so I can just play on the PC anyway. Makes it hard for actual creators, as they are often scammed by people asking for work first, then paying for it. So, often asked by people, so asking for work, then not paying for it. Yes, that's true. I think it's hard, right? So I think the best thing to do is to get a watermark, and to do the artwork, watermark it, show the artwork, and if they're happy with it, they'll pay you, then you give them the artwork without the watermark, right? I think that's the best way to do the transaction. If someone's credible, I think just get the work and then pay them, vice versa. The bigger the creator and the artist get, I think the harder it is to scam. The less likely you're going to get scammed. But I think also the bigger that both creators and artists get, the creators have more to lose when it comes to being scammed. That it's not likely that a creator that's got a community, a name, a brand is likely to scam you, because it's not really worth it over a fucking thumbnail or an animation. What's the chances he uses a fake accent? I've spoken to him in VC. He doesn't use a fake accent. He's New Zealand. Absolutely. I was wondering why your thumbnail suddenly changed. Yeah, because I cut ties with this guy. But the fact that he won't pay Samantha back still to this day and is ignoring her and now is trying to move into Rust is... Yeah, I need to make sure that people know about this, because it's bad, man. It's fucking bad. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him, goddamn! Fuck me, look at that boy. It's huge!